Alright, how y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, I know Nick been tearing it up these last 2 weeks, but hey, I'm back on the channel and we're about to give y'all a special video in this one, alright? We're about to take y'all to a wholesaler slash distributor that I bet you never met before, alright? And it may be right here in your local town. So we're in Atlanta, Georgia at Superline, alright? And we're gonna check in with Eric and see what they got going, alright? So if you need a manufacturer for your brand, you need to continue to take your product to the next level. You've been looking for how to source product. We got everything you need inside this video. Just stay tuned. Alright, but before we hear from Eric, I just got to give you guys some tips because we haven't got that word of the week. So I'm back with the word of the week, and the word of the week is going to be resourceful. Alright, so we came out to Atlanta, we came in for a conference, we came in and shot content, we've been meeting people, we've been literally learning everything. And literally right now, we are being resourceful. So we met Eric on Instagram and through Instagram, and we connected with him. And now we out here in Atlanta, and we pulled up, and now we're using our connections to literally give us access to all this product that y'all see behind it. And now we're giving y'all access. So literally we're using the resources that we got, and we're giving it to y'all guys to continue to expand your brand. So the word of the week is going to be resourceful. Don't forget to, if you haven't gotten that Facebook group, make sure you get in that Facebook group because we're going to be giving a lot of gems. And like y'all saw last week, we're actually allowing people to ask us questions that we are directly answering to. So you're not able to ask us questions directly by watching this video, but if you get in that group, you will have that opportunity every week to ask us questions. All right, last but not least, we might be at 60K when y'all watch this video, so I'm gonna say early congratulations to whoever's gonna win those 100 free t-shirts. I know that's gonna allow your brand to go up, and we may even get to see how Eric could sponsor some of those t-shirts. I'm not gonna tell, I don't think he sees this yet, but hey, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Let's go meet Eric with Superline and let's go get some knowledge. All right, we're here with Eric, the manager of Superline. So we're gonna put his information down here. We're gonna give y'all some links and access so that way y'all can check out some of this product. But I have a question. It's crazy because I've never seen anything like this, honestly, in the United States or down south specifically. So how did you guys come up with the idea of Superline, and how did this actually come about?
I mean, to be honest, it was my parents' business, and they were selling like wholesale clothes to like flea markets and stuff. And then personally for me, I just never saw anything like this in the marketplace. Like if you go to Samar, Alpha Builder, they always have it where you can't go inside. They got hella minimums. They got, this paperwork, that paperwork. And when I was starting, I actually was trying to be like a designer or a brand, and I wasn't that good at it. Wow. So I failed, and then that's when I pivoted into, okay, let me go help these other kids who are artistically better, who have more potential, who can put it together. So that's how I started. It really was a failure. So.
And how long have y'all actually been doing the brand?
So my parents been out here. They've been in the business probably like 15 years, and then I've probably been working for about 5 years. Wow. So I think the last 2 years, you guys probably have seen me on Instagram, social media, but we've been working.
All right, and I got another thing. So like, what's been some of the things that you guys love the most about being able to provide product for businesses like that's watching this video? Because a lot of people that's watching this video are just getting started off. So I know you guys see a lot of reactions of people like, oh, okay, I'm getting my brand started. A lot of people coming here just getting their brand started. So how has that feeling been?
I think that feeling is probably the one thing that keeps me going. Like I woke up today at 6, I'm still working. It's been 12-hour days. I do this 6 to 7 days a week. And even when it's like tough and I got a difficult email or a difficult customer, the one thing I think about is that one kid who came in here, bright-eyed, had I'm going to start this brand, whoop, and he working at QT. Wow. Then he come back the week later and he doubled down. And then I see him 3 months from now and he's like, yeah, I just quit. I do this full time. Wow. So for me, being able to give the opportunity to kids who might not have it, that's like the main thing for me. It's more than the money, more than the followers, the clout. Is like, damn, knowing that I played a part in his journey to be an entrepreneur, to be self-employed and not to have to clock a 9 to 5 and to be able to do what he loves, that's priceless, bro.
Man, I got one last question for you. So, because like you're literally getting product, you guys have your own blanks. Like, what's been the most challenging part about creating a wholesale brand, literally from the ground up? So we started our brand with 12 t-shirts and $120, and basically you did that same thing but just in a different way in wholesale. So what has that process been like? you know, instead of it being an actual clothing brand, you going into the manufacturer world. What does the manufacturing space look like?
I mean, it's not that different from what y'all do. I think the only thing is you have to be willing to do a lot more for less. Because when you work in a retail brand, you could get a product for $10, you could go sell it for $40. But in the wholesale space, you getting something for $10, you selling it for $12.50. So you're making $2.50. So it's a lot more work that's involved, like labor. There's a lot more, I would say it's a lot more money too. You know, you have to keep flipping it. I think this is the first year where I really started to pay myself. Up until now, every single load that we've been getting, we just double down. So even like one customer said, he said, last year this time y'all would have been out of black hoodies. Well, this year we got a lot of black hoodies, but that's because we've been doubling down. So all the profits we've been getting in, we just roll it back in. So that's probably one of the hardest things to do in the wholesale space.
Wow. Literally, if you down south, you shouldn't have no problem with getting access to product, because you can literally come up here to Superline or shop on the Superline's website and get access directly to products for your brand. So we're gonna go ahead on and check in with Nick. Alright, so I know Marlon and E been dropping gems on y'all right now. E just gave y'all his entire story on how he got started. And like we got started also, we started from nothing. E started from nothing too. If y'all watching this video and y'all just starting a brand, you have to know, hey, you gotta stay down till you come up, right? You have to start putting in that work. You gotta double down on your profits, so then you can continue to invest, and you might quit that 9-to-5 that you're working. But check this out, I'm browsing around right now. There's a bunch of t-shirts, hoodies, and the first thing that caught my eyes is this black hoodie. This black hoodie right here is a heavyweight hoodie, and I know a lot of y'all out there probably using, you know, these manufacturers that have low order quantities, and you know, you may be going overseas. But check this out, how we got started was actually in the States. So we used to buy blank products such as this product right here and then screen print on it, right? So I know y'all seen the video where we talked about don't use a vinyl or whatever. Those of y'all out there that want to do vinyl printing, or those of y'all out there that don't have access to go out and spend that money on those manufacturers, you can actually come to a spot like this and buy one hoodie, one t-shirt, one zip-up jacket, and then go home and produce your own sample, so then you can go out and mass produce that item. So like I said, when we got started, we didn't have a lot of money to get started. We only had that $120. So what we did was we bought 12 t-shirts. So check this out, we got t-shirts right here. We would buy 12 of these t-shirts, then go ahead and bring them to the local screen printer, and then flip those t-shirts to $240, and then keep investing. And that's how we was able to create World and Vision. All right, now let's get back to Marlon and E, because I think they got some tips about content. All right, we back with Eric here at Superline, and a thing that's very unique about this brand is the actual content that y'all create. If you haven't checked out their Instagram already, I'm definitely recommending you check it out if you're looking to improve even your content for your brand, because like you can literally learn from what they're doing in a wholesale space. All right, but Eric, like, what? Because it's very unusual. You don't see like SS Alphaware, or you don't see none of the manufacturers creating like organic content or user generated content like you guys do. So what was your thought process on that?
Man, for me it was just, I try to learn the space. I never did Illustrator, I never did Photoshop, I didn't know nothing about Instagram. I didn't even have an Instagram account, my own personal one. So when I started out, I was just trying to figure out like, how can I get eyeballs? How can I get organic views? And the best way to start is just go see what's working for somebody else, and then go spin that off and do it your own way. And then the more you do it, over time you find your own voice. And that's really when you're going to see the numbers go crazy. Right. But other than that, it's mainly just everything I do, I try to be different than them. Right. If I do the same game that they do, if I sell the same products at the same price, the same way, I'm not going to be able to compete with them. They've been in here for how many generations? So I wish I do everything differently. Yep.
And we talk about it a lot. A lot of people don't understand the difference between organic content and user-generated content. So organic content is going to be content that you're specifically creating for your brand. So that right now we're creating organic content. We are creating this content that you're watching on YouTube, all right? But user-generated content is going to be content that that you're using from someone else to basically promote your brand in a sort of way. And kind of, even when we first got here, we kind of touched on it, how you said you were watching the God is Dope, the Sherrod. So if you didn't check out that Sherrod, God is Dope, you need to watch that video, because that one is going crazy right now. We give a lot of gems, so shout out to God is Dope. But you was watching that video, and you actually took a clip from that video and posted it on the Superline page. So let's make sure we show them that. And it went crazy. So how using someone else's content was able to still promote your brand?
So the way I think about our Instagram is, I think about it as like a media platform, right? Like a CNN or any other ESPN. ESPN is not just posting ESPN content. They posting the Hawks. They posting, all the teams, all the highlights. So the way I look at it is, I try to think of our Instagram page as like a media outlet. And you guys did a phenomenal podcast, but maybe they didn't have the time or the bandwidth to chop it up into a 1-minute clip. So what I did is I went in there, I chopped it up, and I always try to think about, like, what does my audience want to consume and how can I help them with this content? So even if it's something that I don't create, I can still put my 2 little whoop-de-whoop on it and, bring value that way. So
crazy. So literally, this brand Superline is changing the industry, changing the game with content and manufacturing product. All right. So we appreciate you guys for checking into this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, run us up. Y'all gonna love these next videos we got coming up. I hope y'all loving the passion and energy that we coming with. Cause hey, look, we landed all on the line. We literally started this brand when we was 14 and 13 years old. Went to college, graduated college, pursued this brand full time, and now 2 years into YouTube, we literally been showing you guys step by step on how we've been able to grow this brand. All right, all organic, all real, all transparency. All right, so make sure y'all tapping in. Y'all know I gotta leave y'all with knowledge and jewels, baby. Turn the TVs off. Continue watching YouTubes and podcasts like this. Listen to audiobooks. Transition from always listening to music when you're traveling or when you're working out. Listen to some audiobooks. Always continue to get knowledge and push forward. All right. I'm Marlon Watts, co-owner and CEO of Wholesale. I can't forget about Eric over there in the back, bro. We out, baby.